After you've seen an injury like that to Darlington, do you get angry about it or less angry?
I think initially you don't like it, obviously. I mean, it's not a tackle you want to see, certainly on one of your top players. Really, the biggest reason is you just don't want to have guys out that can help you win games. That's the main reason. Fortunately, X-ray's negative, MRI's negative, so it's not as serious as we originally thought. I think he's very fortunate when you look at, the video and the pictures. Could have been a lot worse. So we dodged a bullet there, and hopefully that type of thing won't happen more in this league. But we feel fortunate that Darlington he didn't break it.
What's the exact injury and do you have a timeline?
It's an ankle sprain. Timeline's still day to day, so I don't want to give you a timeline until I know it for sure. So,
in terms of the next few games, this week though,
like I said, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely he's not going to play in this game tomorrow. So most likely, both these two games coming up, and then we obviously have a week, and so we'll see. But I'd say it's doubtful for the two games. Definitely Wednesday, and then from there, we're not sure yet.
Are you expecting that the league will do the after the match red card and also a suspension?
Yeah, I'm expecting that they'll. Looking at some tackles that have gotten already even this year retroactive suspensions. I think the same will happen. But that's not my job. It's up to the league and the DC to make that decision. But I'm expecting that there'll be some suspension retroactive.
Can you feel like the league needs to do more to protect players? John Canzano wrote a column the other day saying that he thought that was something that was needed.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's been a mandate from ownership group to officials, and I think Peter Walton came out last week talking about how that has been an initiative, and that's why there have been so many reds. But my big thing after the game that I said was that we need to make sure it's consistent every single game. And we've been on the wrong end of 3 bad tackles that never happened or never got sorted in the match. And what makes that tough is we don't get the benefit of those tackles. We get hurt with perhaps injuries. We don't get the benefit in the game. The de Jong tackle, if it's a red card, which it should be, then we're up 1-0, and now we're up a man. We'll probably get 3 points in that game. But those things happen, so we don't get the benefit in any of those 3 games. And then now the next team they play get the benefit, so they perhaps now get points and so on and so forth. So it just needs to be managed in the moment more. And if we're going to have this initiative, then we need to be consistent every single game. And for me, that tackle is not even close. Some are close, and you say, okay, well, can't really call it in the moment, because I'm all for when it's close, not throwing reds left and right. But that's not a tackle; it's close. So that should have been managed and sorted right in the moment.
In terms of Nagbe specifically, do you think the league needs to do a better job on protecting him? He's been one of the most foul players in the league.
Yeah, I think we've been saying it for years. Ever since I've been here, we've been saying it. We've been showing numbers and saying, you got to do something. And what's interesting is he wasn't a national team guy, and sometimes those guys get a little. It's the fact of the matter. They sometimes get a little bit more, protection, and they should, because listen, they're guys we want to protect. Well, he's a national team guy now, so. And he's one of the most foul guys in the league. So hopefully, finally, they start protecting him more.
Can you describe?
Do you think his personality, he doesn't argue much approach is on the field? Do you think that works against him at all?
I think because he's a key guy on our team and he has a lot of the ball, I think it's somewhat of a tactic, of chopping his rhythm, our rhythm, and some guys when you kick them, they respond you know, certain guys you don't want to stir up. And Darlington's one that I think people think, you know, you can boot him a bit and he's gonna, you know, fade in the game, you know. And I think we've seen that trend, and it's not just some teams; it's most every team, you know, tries to chop his rhythm and our rhythm, and he's on the ball a lot. So you put those things together, and that's why he's one of the most fouled guys, you know, in the league.
Can you even
think if
describe?
he was a bit more open about protesting, at least, you know, he just tends to walk away. And so do you think it would help him be arguing more, protesting more on the field with the
He's
officials?
not- Yeah, he's not going to change his personality. So what I did like is our guys stood up for him, you know, and I think we showed we're a team, you know, and coming back from where we got, you know, bloodied a bit, losing 4-1, I think you saw the type of team we have, the locker room we have, because we went on the road playing one of the best teams in the league that rarely lose at home. They're one of the best home teams in the league, and we were up for it. We were confident. We didn't look wobbly or nervous or rattled because, you know, we've had a few results that haven't gone our way, and, you know, we showed our mental toughness. We showed we're a team, and, you know, you always find out a lot about teams when you score goals and you know, when there's a bit of a skirmish. And I think you saw with our team that we're a tight team, and they had his back. And these are the type of things that can, you know, galvanize your team. So, you know, unfortunate that Darlington's going to be out. But, you know, I think the group will step up in his absence, and I think, you know, we'll be a stronger team, you know, in the long run because of this.
How does it change your approach to the game in terms of the formation and tactics not having Nagbe on the field?
Yeah, I mean, I think every game's different, and, you know, every opponent's different, and our personnel and how we shape the game up is you know, there's always layers. So we just got to look at it and figure out a way to manage it, you know, with him out, similar to Ridgie. You know, you can't think that the same personnel or the same system always fits, you know, the different personnel. You know, so a lot of times you just have to be adaptable, and, you know, and we've shown that. You know, we're a flexible team tactically, and we can do different things. So we'll come up with a good plan to put out a good team, good lineup, good performance, and hopefully get a result. It's now that time when we typically start to get more three-pointers, and we're at home. We have a great opportunity. We have 3 games out of 4 here. You know, we're really only a point off track because we talked about winning all our home games in the first 9, and you know, we dropped 2 points in the 1 home game, but we got a draw in that game and a draw on the road, so we're kind of 1 point off track. If we take care of business in our home games here coming up, then we're going to be in good shape. You know, kind of right where we want to be.
Can you even describe, considering what the tackle looked like, can you even describe the relief when you found out results were negative on those tests?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's big relief because initially I thought, you know, it's broken, and you know, when you see his ankle crumpled under there and you see the pictures and all that, it looks bad. And, you know, he's in a wheelchair, and I just look at the swelling and all that, and, you know, you think the worst. Hope for the best. You pray. Think for the, you know, we've had some injuries. You know, Ben's out, Sprea's been out, and Riggie's been out, and now you're thinking, you know, what more? You know, but you know, we got a break there, so that's good. And, you know, I've always believed that you start to get things turning your way, and that's happened for us every single year. You know, you always have a few things that are bad, results don't go your way, a few injuries, but it always turns around. Game's cruel, short term, long term, it's fair.
Can you give us an update on Espria and his timeline?
Spree has a foot injury, and not sure his timeline. It won't be available for this game.
So how does it change? I guess it would be then Espria, Zemansky, Nagbe, and Ridgie, and Toma that are out for tomorrow's game?
Yep.
Do you feel like you guys still have enough depth without all those guys in the field to put in a good performance?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, when you look at, I mean, I think it's overplayed a little bit sometimes that you can't play same guys in windows. I mean, you look internationally, they do it all the time. You look at the best players in the world, they go play international games, come back. They play windows like this all the time. You know, we can rotate, we can play the same group, especially in these first 2 games. The third game is what becomes difficult. So you're playing 3 and 7, the same guys, now it becomes difficult. But, you know, these guys are physically capable. We've got depth still. still have plenty of options. Jack Mack, Darren Maddox, Barnby, Ned Grabavoy. So we've got Zarek. We've got good depth.
Talk about Dallas coming in, rematch of the conference of Lee's playing well. What are they doing well right now early in the year?
They always start well. They're a dynamic team. They're struggling a little bit as well with Diaz has been out. Maybe he's back in. But they've got good team speed. They're explosive in the attack with Barrios, Castillo. Urruti's off to a good start. There's a good team, and they've developed some continuity, which always helps, good chemistry. We've matched up well with them, especially here. So we're looking forward to it. They're managing the same window, really. They had one extra day rest, but that's the other thing you factor in. If they didn't play on the weekend, then maybe you're in a different situation. But we're going to put our best foot forward. We're going to put our best team out there. We're going to have a good plan, and confident we play like we did last game. We're going to be in good shape, not just for this game, but for the next 28 games, because we showed all the ingredients that this team's been known for. We looked good defensively. We looked organized. A bit unfortunate to give up that goal because I thought we deserved 3 points. But great time for us to start getting points and taking care of business. And if we do, we'll be right up there where we need to be.
What's it going to be like to see Maxi on the other side of the field?
Same thing you see all the other guys that we see on the other side of the field. It's probably 15th guy, that we've seen on the other side, that's gone to another team. And, I see guys almost every week that I've coached, Olympic team, Akron, so business as usual. Nothing new.
You're swapping of Taylor and Porter. Was that something
Yeah,
to match
chemistry.
up or just
Chemistry, yeah. I mean, for me, those are little tweaks that try to unlock a little chemistry, a little bit of, create some partnerships, and I thought our moves paid off. I thought the system helped us defend better and manage LA. I thought, floating a winger, wide that could come inside, create more numbers, and give us, a bit more movement, helped us. Freed up Alice a little bit as well. I thought he had a better game, and Clutie I thought had a good first time out. He'll continue to get better and better. So I think everything. I mean, Luka playing on that left and running behind. So we had a long meeting this morning talking about little twists and tweaks and so we want to build on last game. That's important. But this is a new game. This is a new team we're playing. So, but I think the key is we need to build on last game. That's very important.
Would you say is Chris Clutie, is he 100% or is he kind of getting there? Is he going to have to build his way?
He's 100% in terms of physically, but it's just getting in that playing rhythm. When you look at last year, he didn't play a lot for Columbus, and at the end of the year, obviously, he had the surgery and he didn't get a preseason. So when I say he'll get better and better, I mean more from a playing standpoint and more from just being in sync with our team but I was pleased for the first time out. And like I said, the more confident he gets, the more chemistry he gains, the more sharpness, in games he gets. I think he'll continue to get better and better.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
See you later.